Welcome back to another episode of Adventure Hoppers. Today I'm here with my son Lucas, and we're going to do a father-son evening here at Universal and Islands of Adventure. Come along as we do some rides, have a good time, and hopefully get something to eat as well. It's been a long week, so we need a little father-son time here tonight at the parks. Come along with us. As we're about to enter into Universal and Islands of Adventure, it looks like they've got the plane back at Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville restaurant here. So what a sight for sore eyes. As we are on City Walk here, walking past Hard Rock Cafe, and I'm noticing some construction walls here, and this relates to the Rip Ride Rockit coaster. They're doing construction and preparing for this area. If you have not heard yet, they will be closing Rip Ride Rockit on August 18th of 2025, so it is coming up here pretty soon. If you are wanting to get your last rides in, prepare to do that, as the ride will be closing here pretty soon. One thing I wanted to mention to you guys as we enter into the park is they have this studio audience center here, which is lost and found, and then they also have a family and health services or first aid area. It's basically right when you walk in at Universal Studios and you hang a quick right, you can get into those areas. I know when you walk into the park initially, a lot of times our eyes are just drawn to like Minions and you just go straight into the park, but you can actually get to, restrooms here and first aid stations if you hang a quick right as soon as you get in. So just the more you know. One thing I want to check out here as I'm entering the parks is just wait times. I'm always interested now in checking out how Epic impacts Universal now. 5 minutes on Minion Blast, 25 minutes on Escape from Gringotts, King's Cross. Let's see, 35 minutes on E.T., 10 minutes Fast and the Furious. Minion Mayhem is 20 minutes. Rip Ride Rockit, 35 minutes. Alien Attack, 15. Jimmy Fallon, 15. Revenge of the Mummy, 25 minutes. Simpsons Ride, 25 minutes. Transformers 3D Ride, 10 minutes. So it'll be interesting as we continue to see Epic Universe's impact on this park. I'm very interested. I have a season pass. I am a preferred pass holder here at Universal Studios, so I can pretty much go whenever I want. But I always have time on the weekends to go, and I'm going to keep these updates going just to see how the summer crowds are impacted here at Universal now that Epic is open. I have actually never been on this ride before. However, I do think the lift is very different than any other coaster I've seen, just with that vertical lift like that, where you're basically laying entirely back and you're going up at a 90-degree angle. It's very interesting. I know there's been a lot of mixed reviews as to people either being happy the ride's going away or not happy. Seems this ride is definitely a topic of conversation. But let me know in the comments, are you happy that Rip Ride Rockit is getting closed for a new attraction? Are you not happy? Did you love this ride? Let me know. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts in the comment section. There's definitely been quite a bit of conversation around the closure of this ride. I've been trying to read rumors and all that stuff. It's interesting to see what they will turn this space into. I've read potentially a Fast and the Furious roller coaster, or maybe a Ghostbusters roller coaster. I'd be in favor of anything Ghostbusters theme. I think that would be a lot of fun and really cool. I have mixed, I guess, feelings on Fast and the Furious, just because I know the Fast and the Furious ride here is not the greatest ride, but I have seen some concepts online of what it would look like if they did open up like a Fast and the Furious, and that did look pretty neat. So hopefully whatever they decide to do is unique and will be a good replacement option. Thrill rides are always good, so if they can add a thrill ride, I'm all for it. But we'll see. Let me know in the comments section down below. Do you have any ideas on what they could turn this space into that's different than the Ghostbusters and the Fast and the Furious rumors that I've been reading? Let me know in the comments section below. Good job, buddy. Good job. Good job. Put it in the cart there. Good job. And here's a quick look at the construction walls over just past the Jimmy Fallon ride, right as you're going into the little firehouse area here for Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit. Looks like this goes all the way back, huh? I'm gonna take a look back here. Go back here and see what we can see. So it'll be very interesting, like I said, to see what they turn this area into. Yep, goes all the way back here, so very interesting. By the way, I don't know if this area is always this deserted, but boy, if you need a break from the crowds, this just kind of seems off the beaten path here. It's right behind the coaster. You can get kind of a unique angle of the coaster, but it's really quiet back here. Just the things you kind of discover as you walk around the park, and the more times you come, the more you just find out, right? And that's information I like to bring on my channel too, is just, let's explore, let's adventure, let's see what we can see. Each time at the park, we try to find one thing that we haven't seen before, or maybe one attraction that we haven't done yet. That's the beauty of theme parks, and there's just so much to do, so much to see. What do you want to do? You want to... You want to race?
Yes, and get the stroller.
I'm not racing with the stroller. I'm already old enough. You're going to beat me just because I'm old. Hey, wait, you started early. Whoa, that bird's beating you. Slow down. You're too fast. Slow down. I may be showing my age a little bit with this opinion, but does anyone miss the Back to the Future ride as much as I do? This just doesn't do it for me. My personal opinion, this Simpsons, and I watched Simpsons growing up. It's a fun show. It's a good show. I just am a little nostalgic when it comes to Back to the Future. I loved those movies and the ride. I remember going on it when I was really little, Back to the Future, E.T., and it was a shame that they took Back to the Future down. That ride really was great. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but let me know. I just wish they would do something Back to the Future themed at one of these parks again. Who knows? Maybe Epic Universe, maybe Universal Islands of Adventure, maybe Back to the Future will have a comeback at some point. But I really do feel like that movie, the presence of that ride is definitely felt here. But let me know. If you have a differing opinion, let me know in the comments. I'm always interested to hear what everyone thinks when it comes to Universal Islands of Adventure. There are some classics at this park, and unfortunately, things can't last forever. There has to be change every once in a while. That one, though, really struck a chord with me just because I love Back to the Future so much. Well, at least we can still see the DeLorean and the train. But seriously, Universal, bring Back to the Future. I want something Back to the Future themed in one of these parks, or Epic Universe. Do it. I just miss it. And my heart hurts every time I walk past Simpsons, knowing they closed such a classic, iconic ride. But what can you do? Sometimes there's things you agree with at the parks that they make changes to, and there's things that you don't agree with. You just hope the majority of the rides are what you like, and you'll keep coming back. At least they can't take away E.T. Hey everyone, I just wanted to briefly interrupt this video to bring you just a quick update. I didn't have a chance to mention this in the video. However, if you are planning a trip to Universal Studios this week, please be aware that the E.T. ride will be temporarily closed due to refurbishment. The dates are actually June 9th, which is today on Monday, until June 13th, which is Friday. So please be aware of that. If you have plans to visit the park this week and you want to ride the E.T. ride, unfortunately, he will be phoning home for a couple days for refurbishment, but don't worry, it looks like they are scheduled to reopen here this Saturday on June 14th. Anyways, back to the content. And in the morning, I'm making waffles. That sign's great, I love it. As we enter into DreamWorks here and Shrek area, whoever came up with that sign deserves a raise. As we're walking into DreamWorks area, we do want to try this Shrek Swamp for Little Ogres. See what this is all about. This is a little play area for kids, so let's go check it out. They've got like a rope tunnel here, and you can climb up from the bottom onto this big rope net here, which is really cool. Here's another shot at the area for your kids to climb, and then they can take the ramps and areas all up to these little different slides here. So here's one of the slides. You get a cool shot of the Trolls coaster here as you're on the Shrek playground area. I have done this coaster with my son. He was a brave boy and did it. And it's a lot of fun. Just a little short kiddie coaster. There's just a quick look at the climber area here. And then you've got all of these little connecting ramps. And then you can go up the stairs here. And then there's all sorts of slides up at the top. So if you have young ones that like playgrounds, here's a look at one of them. And then they just got a couple slides, like 3 or 4 slides here that you can go down. And again, just a fun area for your little kiddos to burn off some steam. That's different than just some of the general rides that you're gonna find, like coasters, and it's right in the back area by E.T., so it's kind of quiet back here, which is kind of nice. This is about our 5th time up and down these stairs and running around the ramps, but we will not ride down the slides for whatever reason. But still, even if your kiddo does not like slides, they will probably still have a blast exploring and running around this little Shrek playground area. This is a cool area, so definitely if you have kiddos, bring them back here for sure. I definitely approve of this. I mean, just look at all the areas they can run and play in. And you get kind of cool views of the park over here. You got it, Bubba, you can do it. Good job. Good job, buddy. Good job, you did it! I spent about a half hour trying to persuade him that it's okay to go down that slide. He was a little scared because they're all enclosed. But boy, when your children have victories like that, it's so cool to see them overcome their fears in real time like that. So like I said, it took about a half an hour of telling him it's gonna be okay, you'll be fine, don't worry, Daddy's here. And he conquered his fears tonight, so that was really cool. And now Daddy's turn. Whoa! Yikes. All right, if you are taller, I'm about 6'5", 240 pounds. Be careful going down these slides. They are more meant for kids. I about broke my leg going down that slide there. We had a blast at Shrek's Swamp for Little Ogres. This playground area is, in my opinion, very underrated if you have little kids. Just as a heads up, quick tip for any parents that want to bring their kids over here. Your kids do have to be at least 48 inches or taller to enter this area alone. So if your kids are shorter than 48 inches, you will need to be in the playground with them at all times to supervise. So just a quick tip there for anybody that's coming to this area in DreamWorks Land. Bubby, what did we get?
Ice cream.
We got ice cream. What flavor did you get?
I got chocolate.
Chocolate. We stopped at Haagen-Dazs. Lucas got chocolate and I got mint chocolate chip. Let's devour these delicious ice creams. Yummy. That ice cream was absolutely delicious. It was a perfect way to cap off our father-son night here at the park. We just came for a couple hours, walked around for a little bit at Universal. Not sure if we're gonna go over to Islands of Adventure. It's about 9 o'clock right now, and I think Lucas is getting pretty tired here, so I don't wanna push him too much harder here, but thank you for joining us on another episode here of Adventure Hoppers at Universal, and we can't wait to see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.